What's up everybody, it's JB Tech Fanatic and I'm back again with another video. As always, I want to start this video by thanking each and every one of you for joining me. I would be absolutely honored if you'd consider subscribing to the channel, and if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up, and if you want to know when the latest content is available, don't forget to turn on notifications. As you know, the S10 Plus came out not too long ago, and I decided to do this a little bit different. What I'm going to do with you today is I went ahead when I received the product, I recorded the unboxing. I'm going to show that to you first. I have now used the device for some time and I wanted to give you my honest review, and I hope I can help you decide whether the S10 Plus is the device for you, and most importantly, is it time to give up your Note 9, my favorite device. I'm so excited that you're here today and I'm excited about this video. The S10 Plus is a beautiful product. Let's get started. All right, so here we go. We got the S10 Plus, which I am extremely excited about. In addition to that, I went ahead and I got the LED back cover. It basically should light up on the back. I have not seen that in action. We're gonna check that out also. Now, this is the white variant. I bought it from Samsung.com and it is through Verizon Wireless. So you guys know, if you don't know, it's a 6.4 inch because this is the Plus. I'm very excited about this, and in addition to that, I am very happy to know that they actually sealed the box again. So let me go ahead and quickly cut this open. And I like this because you know that it has not been messed with. Now, this is so exciting. Now, just real simple presentation. And just so you know, the SIM injector tool, that basically is just left right there in the top of the box, and then the books are in there. I'm not sure why they did that, but there we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Get a close look at that. I mean, one, I am ecstatic to see that the white is back. I love white phones. I love that they kept the chrome all the way around. And God, it just is just beautiful. Really quickly, we'll get into that. Let's see what we get in the box. We get the fast charger, of course, USB Type-C adapter, USB Type-C cable, and again, let's double check this. Yes, Apple and everyone else, there is still ways to put a headphone jack in. There it is. They give you some beautiful AKG headphones with braided cables, and I love the fact that they match the white with the white. So that is beautiful. And you know what? Let's quickly rip open this box now. You know, these cases, I often buy the Samsung cases. They're really actually, in my opinion, overpriced. I just thought this one seems cool because they put the LED on the back. And if you could see here, we could see the LED icons, notification alerts, and then it says add countdown timer to the rear camera for photos. This is just different and it seemed really cool, so I went ahead and I grabbed one, but I have not tried it. And this basically just comes with a quick start guide. You got to be careful with cases like these. They are often sold fake on eBay, Amazon. I mean, if you want to make sure that you're getting the real one, usually Samsung.com, or if it's shipped and sold through Amazon. But we'll check that out. We'll get this turned on. I'm so excited about this. And oh, you guys, I am telling you, this might be the best phone ever made. Let's find out. All right, well, let's just go ahead and power this on. I do want to make a quick note. Samsung did include a screen protector that is already installed. It is not just the normal plastic coating, so you don't have to necessarily buy a screen protector. So far, it does actually feel really nice and smooth, and it is not just the plastic coating that you peel off, so be careful not to do that. In addition, again, let's just take a closer look at this case. This is an official Samsung case. I don't know if this is picking this up very well, but you can see that it says made in Korea, and then it has the Samsung Galaxy S10 stamped inside. Now, also, I'm not going to do this all on camera, so I won't bore you. When you set this up, make sure that you know that it is not turned to maximum resolution. So you're gonna have to do that, and I'll show you how. So let's just go ahead and I'll pause the video and I'll get my information in. All right, so very easily we got Smart Switch on Samsung devices, which lets you carry all the old information from your old phone to your new phone. Right here I have my Note 9. I've connected it to my S10 Plus. You wanna make sure that the USB Type-C cable, the standard port, is in your old device. And then in your new device, you want to make sure that you use the actual adapter. If you don't do this, it won't work. I'm not sure why. So when you do that, you plug it in, and now it's going to ask for permission, and you want to go ahead and hit allow. Now when you do that, as you can see, it's going to transfer everything over. This could take a little bit of time. Go ahead and let it finish. And then all your apps and all of your information will be on this screen. It will even set it back up for you. You want to just make sure to pick whatever items you want, and what you don't want, you want to uncheck by simply touching it. And then you simply would hit transfer and let it go to work. Okay, just a couple quick things before we get into the actual review and really checking this out. Remember, do not disconnect this cable until it tells you to. You will disconnect this cable and it will still be downloading, and there might be a software update, or maybe even two, depending on when you get your phone. But there is two things I recommend you do right off the bat. First thing is I recommend that you set up your display the way you want it, and know that out of the box that this will be at full HD, which is only 2280 by 1080. If you want to utilize the full ability of the screen, which I do, I can care less about it affecting my battery. I go to QHD Plus, which is 3040 by 1440. So you would just simply want to make sure that that blue icon is checked. And then the brightness is turned all the way down, which I've already turned it up so you guys can see it better. Pull down from the top, press that little arrow. You could turn on or off adaptive brightness, and then I always say show control at the top, that way you can adjust it. So now it's time for me to use this phone, and let's go into full details about it and see what I think about it. All right, so here we go. I've now been using the S10 Plus for a little while, and I wanted to give you my honest review. And I want to start by everything that so far I do not like about this phone. Now, first and foremost, as a tech reviewer and just a passion for technology, I have been one of the people that have been wanting them to put the fingerprint sensor embedded into the screen. Now, I know this is the first time that Samsung has done it, but it is absolutely atrocious. I've seen some videos, they seem to make it work. I've heard it works with and without screen protectors. I would say 9 times out of 10, it does not work for me. It will not unlock. I can do it, it just keeps saying, it's terrible. So hopefully they can fix that with a software update. Now, I do want to make it clear, and I said this earlier in the unboxing, but there is a screen protector that Samsung put on it. I love that, actually. I love it because it feels like it's the screen, yet it's protected. It's a shame that they've never done that before, but I'm telling you this, whether or not that's affecting it, I would hope not, but it certainly does not work well. The next thing is that they removed a few things. Now, if you watch my channel at all, you know that my favorite phone is the Note 9, which I have next to me here. And so you know, I also have the Pixel 3 XL because I want to kind of compare so you guys know what I'm talking about. But I just recently got the One UI on the Note 9. Now the One UI I love it. It's spectacular. It's very polished. Obviously, I know it's just going to continue to get better. So I'm very happy with it. But there's a few things that they took away here, but still left on the Note 9. One being the home button. And there's two problems I have. The first one with the home button is on the Note 9 or the S9, you can leave the home button on the always on screen, and no matter where you are, you can kind of push down and it's there. Now on this one, it does have the home button, but they took away the pressure sensitive test where you can adjust where you press harder or lighter. and they do not have the home button that's always on the always on screen. Now, I know the reason for that is because they put that fingerprint reader there, but I'm used to it. I was one of the people that like having a home button, so I liked still having the option of sort of that capacitive touch digital home button there. That's gone. The next thing is the gestures. Now, again, you could do the gestures on the Note 9 or the S10 Plus. However, on the later, the old editions, you can still have, the buttons there, and then when you're like on a web browser, you can have it where you swipe up and the toolbar comes back, or swipe down and it disappears. They removed it off of the S10 Plus. So basically you can have gestures and have the full screen, I'm talking from top to bottom, or you have your buttons and then the buttons stay there at all times. I like the ability to be able to swipe it up and swipe it down to get it to disappear, so you had that full screen immersive experience. Now, the next thing we'll talk about real quickly is the notch. Now, I'm gonna talk about the notch, not necessarily because I hate it on the S10 Plus, but I am someone that hates notches. Now, the Pixel 3 XL is the worst notch, I believe, of them all. There's some of, the smaller brand phones I have not tried that have it, but it's gigantic, and, it's because the camera and all this other stuff. I will say, one, the notch on this phone is tiny, and there's 3 versions, so you can get it even smaller. The S10 Plus has the largest cutout, but I like what they've done with it. One, they put it over into the corner so it's not obtrusive. They also make it light up when you go to turn on your screen, so it looks cool, and I really don't feel that it takes away from my experience. Now, with the fingerprint reader being atrocious, on the flip side, the face recognition or facial unlock is far superior, I believe, on the S10 Plus than it was on the S9 or on the Note 9. So I miss the fingerprint reader, and at this point in the game, I honestly would say, now that I've tried both, even if it worked, I would rather have a fingerprint reader on the back. That's just me. I believe there's never going to be something that is 100% perfect, but really, that's it as far as gripes go. So let's talk about this phone real quick. If you don't know, there's 3 versions. We have the S10e, which is the smallest of the bunch. We have the S10 and the S10 Plus, which would be the largest. So starting with the smallest battery, the S10e is a 3100 milliamp battery, and then the S10 is the 3400 milliamp, and the S10 Plus is the 4100 milliamp battery. Now, let me just talk about that really quick, because the Note 9 was the largest battery to date, and you get 100 more milliamps in the S10 Plus, and it's way smaller and way lighter. I mean, it is way lighter. Now, this is the 512, 8 gigs of RAM Note 9, so I know mine's a little thicker. However, hats off to Samsung for giving us a bigger battery. I can't wait for the Note 10. Next, 128 gigs of storage is going to be the base. I like the fact that Samsung made it the base for all sizes. Now, in the top end, you can go to a mind-bending 1 terabyte. That's insane. 12 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, my goodness. However, I have to just be real with you guys right now, because I'm a consumer, and I'm gonna make this very clear. Sometimes I feel guilty about doing a YouTube channel, and the reason why I say that is I realize that everybody is in different financial positions in life, and it does not make you any better or any worse if you're up here or down here. Because at the end of the day, we all work hard for our money, and going out and spending $1,000 to $2,000 every 6 months on a phone is just ridiculous, right? I mean, I can get a beast of a desktop computer for about $2 grand. So that's awesome, that's amazing, but let me give you a quick point here. I had to pay quite a hefty price tag to get the 512 gig with 8 gigs of RAM in the Note 9. Not even, 6 months later, 8 gigs of RAM is stock and standard in the S10 Plus. Keep that in mind when you're looking at going for the top dogs. And again, they have the ceramic options, which are the top of the line, you know, $2,000 option. Beautiful phones, but to me, just ridiculous. Wait for the prices to drop. Other than that, they're all running the 855 Snapdragon. I have seen better performance. Of course, it's just a slight step up from last gen, better battery life, what to expect from, you know, the next gen. But I will say this, it is by far the best so far, which is a good thing, right? Because it's new and it's coming out. And also, this phone doesn't even get warm. I mean, it's so cool. I had my son play Fortnite on it for a while to see if it would heat up. It ran it like a champ and it still didn't even feel hot to me. So as far as spec wise, you know, that's really it as far as we got the 3 series. They're all different price tags. You got the what they call inexpensive, which is still expensive. And then you got the middle tier and then you have the S10 Plus. Now let's talk about the cameras. 3 cameras on the back. I thought, why do you need 3 cameras on the back? Now, let me bring that up because I was one of the people that thought, in my mind, not based off of fact, how could the Pixel 3 XL really have that much better of a camera? They only have 1 lens, blah, blah, blah. And I found out that it was true. The Pixel 3 XL had the best camera and it was all due to software. You can see it, you'd take a picture, the software would fix it, look amazing. Samsung has caught you. Sorry, Google, they caught up with you. The S10 Plus is actually slightly better. It has more features. In my opinion, it is a better camera. It takes great low light pictures. It takes great far off distance picture. Oh my God, the UHD recording on it is insane. When they say it's a pro lens camera, I would have to believe them on this one. Good job on that, Samsung. Next, the screen 6.4 inches. Now, Quad HD, Super AMOLED. If we were to put these side by side, I put these phones exactly the same everything so I can really get a good feel, and I'm talking the Note 9. The S10 Plus is superior. It's brighter, it's more vivid, it's cleaner, it's clearer. You know, even, I'm not sure how well the camera picks this up, but you can kind of see stars here. If you can get a close-up image, and maybe I can put some screenshots up here for you, but the S10 Plus actually shows more stars. So, I mean, it is better. Now, is it going to be something where if you just bought the Note 9, oh my God, I gotta get the S10 Plus? That's not the smartest thing to do, but hey, if you can afford it and you want it, it's definitely a slight upgrade. But this, I'm gonna have to say this right now, I'm a Note person. I always will be a Note person. Why? Because I love the S Pen. It's funny because I continuously try to reach for the S Pen when I'm on my S10 Plus. So when you're a Samsung fan, there's 2 people. There's the people that buy the S series and there's the people that buy the Note series. Now the Note series will always be slightly better than the S series, but then boom, right? The S11, the holidays pass and here comes the S11 and it just keeps on going until we stop buying it or Samsung just decides that, you know, they don't have anything else to come with. And to be honest with you, everything's getting so good that I don't even know how to tell you this, guys. I mean, I almost feel guilty telling you that this is the best phone ever made, but it is. So here's my recommendation. If you have an upgrade and you don't care about the S Pen, S10 Plus, or any of the S10 models. If you like a smaller phone, the S10e, I was able to hold it and play with it for a while. Man, it's a beautiful phone. I mean, when you compare it with the same category iPhone, I mean, just far superior. I feel like you're getting more for your money. Again, this is just my opinion. Now, features. Everything works better on the S10. The One UI is beautiful. I like it. I'm excited Samsung decided to change it up. And of course, my Note 9 got it, but we talked about the features. It has more of the features. From multi-window, battery life is spectacular. Everything, I have tried to open up tons of apps. I've tried to slow it down. I mean, I haven't got this thing to even stutter, not even once. Bixby. Bixby has come a long ways. Bixby Vision has come a long ways. Everything continues to grow. And I ask myself, how can it get much better? How? I don't know how, but it does every single time. And at this point, it's every 6 months. There's 3 phones out that if you were going to buy a phone right now that I would recommend, and that would be the Note9, the S10 Plus or any of the S10s, and then the Pixel 3 XL. Now, the reason why I still recommend the Pixel 3 XL when I didn't rate it, as high, nearly as high as the Note 9, is because it is a stock Android phone, and because it's Google, it still has some features that no one else has. Like, I love the ability of it being able to answer calls for you and you can decide whether or not to talk. I hope that they, eventually start giving them to some of the other Android devices, but this is still a good phone at about $500. But will the S10 Plus get me to put my Note 9 down? And the answer is no. But it is a better phone. And you said, how can you say it's a better phone, but you're not going to put it down? Well, the phone I'm going to take out of my pocket is going to be the Pixel 3 XL. So I'm going to be rolling with 2 phones, the Note 9 and the S10 Plus. And I'm going to do that until the Note 10 comes out. And then, of course, we'll talk about the Note 10. And again, I haven't seen the Note 10 and I've heard and rumors and all this stuff, but I can only imagine it's going to be amazing because the S10 is amazing. Now, the thing that you really want to pay attention to that I haven't known to see Samsung do is they're listening to us. And when I say that is, color options like this beautiful pearl white, they're back. I mean, more color options are available for this S10 series than I've seen yet. I love the fact that they've given us 3 devices to choose from, and though that might seem confusing, everyone likes different stuff. Some people like small screens, some people like small or larger screens, some people like in between. They gave that all to us, but at the same time, they gave you at least 6 gigs of RAM, even in the cheapest model. You still get the same, 855 processor. They all have great cameras. Now, of course, the S10 Plus is going to be the best. If you want the top specs, grab the S10 Plus. Near 4K, right? I mean, as far as the screen resolution goes, it's just spectacular. It's light, it's beautiful. I love the fact also that the white has the chrome outlay. I like that they didn't paint it. Like on the Note 9, they painted it blue. And even though it's still, metal or whatever, it just makes it feel different in the hand. The next thing that I did buy, and I showed this in the unboxing, is I bought the LED case. The LED case is, again, Samsung cases kind of overpriced, and what really bothers me about Samsung cases is they drop in price. So, you spend 50, 60 bucks on them, and then 2 months later you buy them for 25 bucks. So, I have a hard time swallowing that. But the LED cover, once you go into the phone, you simply just go to the LED cover function, and then you could do like little characters and icons, if you could see this. So we got like a pet blob, a smile, a heart, a bird, a pulse, infinity, what they call. And then they also have where you could just do mood lighting. Now, I mean, this can look sort of like a girl's case when it's like this, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. If you can get a good deal on it, you might try it out. Samsung does, by the way, with Samsung cases, they give you special skins in the theme store. And I wanted to go into the theme store. Another huge benefit to this phone is the theme store. The theme store allows you, for those of you that do not know, to switch your phone to look in every way, meaning the icons, the text messaging, the toolbars, into, I mean, there must be, I don't know how many, thousands of different themes. It changes it all. So if you get bored in the way your phone looks, you can change everything. Now, the difference between the Samsung theme store and like buying a theme in like the Google Play is they're less intrusive. They don't ask for so many, you know, hey, we want to look at your contacts, we want to look at all this stuff. It just seems like they don't have as much bugs as Samsung, I think, controls this a little bit more, as it's not really so much of an open market. You have to get it through the Samsung store. And then, of course, you still have the live screensavers that are just beautiful. Super slow-mo camera. Everything that's fun about the old devices is back with a vengeance, meaning they're even better. So, should you buy this phone? Again, absolutely. Is it the best phone ever made? Absolutely. Does it feel good when you're holding it? Absolutely. Do you feel good about it when you show it to people? Absolutely. I mean, this pearl is just beautiful, guys. But if you just bought the Note 9 2 months ago, should you go buy another $1,000 phone? If you can afford it, absolutely. But just to be, you know, the latest in the phone market, honestly, I mean, guys, again, I'm a realist. No, the Note 9, again, I'm still using or wanting to use the Note 9 more. Well, why did I buy them? Well, I'm doing it for you guys. I mean, as you can see, I'm a little crazy with this stuff, but again, I'm doing it because I have a passion to study it so I can bring you guys my honest opinion. But I do not want to be the channel that makes people go out and think that, you know, something that they just spent their hard-earned money on. And let's not pretend like if you go buy the S10 Plus or the Note 9 that it's inexpensive. I mean, even if you get a deal, you still spend a lot of your hard-earned money. Don't let me pressure you into buying something just to have something new. But what I am going to say to you, it is the best phone. It is beautiful. Samsung, thank you for listening to us in so many ways. Samsung also, your fingerprint reader is garbage, absolute garbage. Please fix it soon, preferably by the Note 10. And other than that, that's the S10 Plus. All right, well, that sums up my review of the Samsung S10 Plus. What do you think of the S10 Plus? Are you gonna buy it? I would love to hear what you guys have to think in the comment section. As always, I wanna just take a moment to slow things down and remind you, life is so short. Don't forget to love your family. Love your neighbors, take care of each other, go out today and do something kind for someone. You know, the smallest act of kindness can go such a long way in today's society. The world is a sick, twisted, and evil place, and the only people that can change it is you and I. I also want you to know, guys, I am here for you. I do YouTube for you and you only. If you need help with anything or if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section. Also, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at JBTechFanatic. I would be more than happy to help you any way I can. I want to say thank you one last time and invite you to join the Tech Fanatic family and hit that subscribe button. I have lots of new videos coming this year. I hope you enjoyed this one. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video and talk to you in the comments. And until then, I'm JB Tech Fanatic and I'm out. Peace.